Down in an alley, where cold, darkness awaits. An underworld that are not known for some.
An assassin prey its target. Cold, heartless, and leave no traces nor witness alive. This is Kai Aragi, our main protagonist, who's an assassin but also a student. Kai has been hiding his underworld job by blending as a student, but of course it's not an easy feat due to as he always feels sleepy during the day due to some dirty works he had to do at night. The classroom has been rowdy as always. And this guy, who's like a top student and like a role model for everyone, he is being nice to everyone including me. And this is our first commotion of the day. I don't know why this guy keep pestering me. But he is sure persistent and kind of annoying. He tried to grab me, but I retaliated by grabbing his wrist instead. I overpowered him, and he realized that he couldn't win against me, a typical bully. Then a voice just suddenly stops us both from doing anything serious. Her name is Rin Kanzaki, a top school beauty unparalleled by others. She excels in both martial arts and literature. She has an aloof personality, but that's also cute about her. It's just a regular class, that you usually seen in a typical school. No one would notice a tragedy is about to happen to their lives, as everyone is unaware of the situation. Our protagonist here noticed something unusual about the room. As soon as the magic circle began activating, it was imminent to stop it. The room was filled with an unknown magic that was foreign to their knowledge. No one was able to comprehend what was happening. As soon as they notice it, it is already too late to react. Everyone was in panic, as they didn't know what to do. Before they know it, all of them have been transferred to an unknown place. Kai immediately stood up and analyzed the situation. It seems like we've been teleported from our school. Some other classmates also began to wake up one by one. The class president, Midu Shuji, began assessing the situation and calmed everyone down.
As everyone began to calm down and regain their composure, some of the guys started to make their own move as to what to do in the current situation. Especially this kid named Arashi. He is a hot-headed person and the one who messes around with me. With everyone in panic and disbelief, the doors began moving and someone arrived at the situation. Two people who appear to be a saint and a bodyguard, and also the one who summoned them all. Everyone was overwhelmed with her looks and appearance, as if a goddess appeared in front of them. As the saint explained the whole situation to everyone, Kai is being cautious as he stays vigilant to the given situation. The saint said that they were all summoned here because they want us to defeat the demon lord in this world. Of course some of us are anxious because it was really sudden. So one of the guys complained about the summoning and demanded to return them to their world. Before the situation comes worst, the class president step in to handle it calmly. So the saint give them a hope that if they defeat the demon lord, they can go home to their own world. And so, as the saint condition for us to return home is absolutely absurd, everyone began complaining. One of my classmates started to confront one of them because of this summoning. Because of that, her bodyguard wanted to teach the kid a lesson, so that others will follow them. As he launches forward, the guards strike him fast with a sword, just enough to make us obey and fear them. And as expected, this guy loses to a full-pledged knight. As the guard finished making an example for those who would not obey them, the saint mediated the situation again like a scheming fox. Everyone was speechless to what they just witnessed. It seems like this is not the world we used to live in, but a whole different world. As the saint began explaining their goal again, and the mission we had to do for us to return to our world, they said that the only way for us to return to our world is to defeat the Demon King. Some were anxious, and some of my classmates cried because of fear. As I was listening to the saint and the bodyguard, I think we don't have any other choice to begin with. I think it's better if I just watch how the situation turns out. After they finished explaining to us what we are going to do from now on, the saint healed one of my injured classmates. Everyone was at shock because the injury disappeared, just like nothing had happened, not even leaving any scar behind it. After she healed Arashi, she began giving divine powers to my classmates, and the first one to receive it is our class president. Because we left with no choice, we just might as well just receive these divine powers for us to survive. So as the class president, convince everyone. My classmates started to receive all these divine powers one by one, and I was also surprised because in our world where no such thing exists now, And it's here, happening right before our eyes. I think all my classmates receive their divine powers, and that leaves me the last one to receive it. And just like that, I was able to see all the stats of my classmates, including the saint and her bodyguard. So this divine power I have is something like an appraisal skill. Some of my classmates began mocking me because they think I got the weakest skill of all. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. I just ignored all their mocking, because that's just too immature for me to entertain their provocation. What I need to do is to gather as much information so that I could survive in this new world. After that, I'm surprised they've given us a large room for the rest of my classmates to sleep. But as an assassin, I need information as soon as possible. It is crucial when making decisions in the future, so I sneak out in the middle of the night without anyone noticing it, as it is my specialty as an assassin. I use my appraisal skill to check the levels of the soldier patrolling at night and see their stats. I started to explore the area even further so I can get an idea how big this kingdom and how strong the army of the kingdom is. To my surprise, I saw my classmates out here sneaking out the same as me, but their intention is not the same as mine, as I watched them closely. I think they are playing with their divine powers, just like a kid that found their new toys. While observing the area, I sensed something dangerous that is fast approaching. My classmates. It's like a big lizard, and my classmates began to cower in fear as they don't have any experience a real-life battle, and it is a monster's to begin with. I activate my skill to see what its stats look like, and if they can defeat it on their own. But from the looks of it, they can't even run away from that, especially with the lack of battle experience. As the lizard began charging toward my classmates, I think fast and start to attack it with a knife hidden within my clothes. Luckily, I just saved them on time. Who knows what might happen if I did not intervene? For now, I don't want them to discover that it was me who saved them. After that long night, the guards and my classmates began examining the monster that had appeared last night. The guard said that we are lucky that no one has been hurt or anything. This yellow-haired professor began explaining to us this type of monster and its attributes. Not that I need it because of my appraisal skill, but I think it's good for my classmates to learn this stuff. As I was listening to my classmates and the professor, I noticed something unusual. It's like someone is watching us. I pretended to not notice it to avoid any suspicion. While my classmates are busy training their new acquired powers, here I am, studying books in the library because my divine powers is not suited for combat, as they say. And that leaves me with no choice to stay in here. It's also convenient for me, because I usually act on my own, and I don't want others to notice my movement in the kingdom. The progress of my classmates' training is improving quite well lately. I think I also need to gather information again like before, because the way I see it, we currently lack any essential info to survive this world. Who knows? Maybe one day this kingdom will betray us. The time has come for us to venture outside for real battle experience. This will be quite helpful for my classmates who don't have any experience for a real fight before. They have us group ourselves by 3 members per group. Not that I fancy the idea, but I think no one will try to group up with me with this non-combat power I have. Thankful enough I have someone I can group myself with. This person have an aloof personality that makes her hard to talk with others. Introvert, as they say. As we venture deeper inside the forest, we encounter our first monster, and it is a type of a goblin. My partner right now is Rin, one of the top school beauty. Her divine powers is called domination, and it let her targets be controlled by her. It's only level 1 though, but it is a good skill to have. Because Rin Kanzaki has no real-life experience of killing someone, she was feeling nauseous about the death of some goblin, and I understand that. So I let her kill all those monsters, so that she would be able to survive. At the other end of the groups, I think a beast that gapped their level is chasing my classmates. I don't think that they will beat it at their current growth. It's better for them to run away for now, and ask for assistance, hoping that nothing bad happens here. Back to our MC side, I think I just heard someone scream. Rin also agreed and wanted to check the situation out. Maybe someone is in danger and we could give them some help. As we have seen the situation, I think it's not looking good. Luckily, we just arrive on time to stop that monster from killing one of our classmates. Rin apprehend the movement of the monsters to stop its attack. But due to its high level and high stats, the domination skill of Rin wore off, and the monster began rampaging again. My classmates thought it was over for them, but this is not the time to be thinking such a thing. I hurried up and threw a flash grenade at my disposal to save Rin from the monster's attack. Good thing I just made it on time before Rin got hurt by that monster. Now I need to think of a way to defeat it somehow. Now I need to think how to defeat this monster with the limited weapons I have right now. I did not prepare for this battle, so I need to conserve all my supply. Who knows what might happen if I run out of ammunition? While I was so focused thinking how to beat that monster, I noticed Rin fidgeting beside me, and I think she was about to say something, but don't have the courage to say so. I think I get why guys tend to fall for this girl, in just a small gesture like this. While I was thinking that, I happened to say it aloud. That might misunderstand her. For something me saying that she is cute. That people tend to fall for it. Kidding aside, we still have that monster to defeat in front of us. So to get back to what we were left with. While we are hiding, some of my classmates arrive, and it is the class president group. I want to see how much growth did the class president have, as he is the most promising hero candidate in our class. The class president began channeling his sword and slashed through the monster's tough skin, and with the help of his comrades, they managed to inflict a wound on the enemy. They unleash all their power thinking that it would be enough to kill that monster. But the monster's defense is really high. And I think someone is behind the scene doing this for us to die in this forest. I suspect the demon worshipper or one of the kingdom executives is behind all of this. As I search the area, I notice someone is watching us the whole time. And as I suspected, it is the demon I sensed that's behind all of this. Luckily, I managed to sneak behind him and threaten him if he'd do something funny. I interrogated him, but there was a spell that prevents him from spilling out crucial information. As soon as he spoke, he just died on the spot. Rin was shocked to see that a dead person was lying on the ground. I explained to her that this was a demon that was behind controlling that beast from before. After the battle, some of our classmates were injured. But good thing that there was a healer, so I think they will manage to recover anytime soon. Come to think of it, this is just our first mission. I don't know if we would be able to survive and manage to defeat the Demon King at our current level. After some time, I noticed Rin was staring at me for no reason, and I teased her a little for doing that. How cute. While my classmates are gathering to treat the injured, the saint arrived to our location, and my classmates began complaining to them how difficult this was to be left with a monster strong as this. The class president also agreed and said that someone could have died right here if we did not make it on time. But the saint and her bodyguard just brush it off, saying that it was part of our training, like that's just absurd. And my classmates are very angry with this remarks. Like they don't even want to be doing this stuff, and how much more putting their lives into the line. The atmosphere was so tense that one of my classmates just confronted them, and so the bodyguard stopped him from going any further. Everyone was also angry because of how they don't even care if we end up being food for the monsters or not. The guard prepared for the attack and take it head on like it was nothing. My classmate thought that he could take him with the power he have. But he truly overestimated himself, as he could not make any serious damage to the guard with that level of attack. The guard wanted to make an example out of him, so he knocked the shit out of him. He says that this is the current level we have right now. If we wanted to survive, we need to become much more stronger in the future. As the first mission came to an end, my classmates left with fear and confusion. Some are eager to train hard in order to survive and go back home. We completed the first mission, and for today, the saint wanted us to train with this new professor to hone our divine skills. I wonder if it will turn out great. I just hope nothing bad happens from now on. I was wondering, what kind of training are we expecting from this professor? Maybe I could get something out of it. The professor lead us to something like a prison, but the thing that are captive are monsters. And with a different kind, I don't know, what are they for? And why are they being held in a prison like this? I think I'm starting to understand what kind of professor we are dealing with. In terms of combat ability, he kind of lacking. And for magic prowls, he excels in it. Maybe he is more like of a spellcaster than a close combat type. After we entered to the entrance, we find ourselves in an arena where all the monsters are being forced to fight. Maybe it is their method for the hero candidate to have an experience a different type of battle with different monster. Now I get why those were held as prisoners. I was really impressed by how my classmates' growth has progressed lately, but I'm not sure if it is enough to defeat the Demon Lord. We still lack any information about the enemy's strength. The training ended with everyone being enthusiastic and feeling more positive. That's good in their own way. But I hope it doesn't get over their head. And as the night came, some of my classmates began plotting their revolt, just as much as I expected from those they really never accepted the kingdom from the first place. But I couldn't disagree with them. While they are busy plotting for revenge here, I am killing beasts to level up my skills, because I have an appraisal skill that lets me see my current stats and the stats of others. I can leverage this and track my progress so that I have the upper hand when dealing with troubles. I think I can now easily kill any monsters in this area. I've been exploring this forest for almost a day and night now. I don't think there is any strong monsters here, even though it tried to sneak attack me from behind. It is still no use, because I know all kind of sneaky and dirty tricks from my previous world. I'm an assassin, you know. The monster tried to fight back. I was surprised because it was tough. Maybe it's close to something like a boss in this area. How lucky that I have found you, and thank you for being my XP to level up. Thanks to this monster, I have more reason to get stronger. It was not the same monster I encountered before. If one of my classmates fought this thing, it might be ugly. Good thing I killed this before it gets any strong. And if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more manhwa recap like this.